Hey guys, I chose to do my presentation on protest art. So, what is protest art? Protest art is a broad term for creative works produced by artists and activists to address socio political issues. Throughout history, art has been a means to react against oppression, violence, injustice, and inequalities. And this can be used as a powerful weapon to influence large audiences and stimulate emotions among people. Now let's look at some of the most influential protest art of our times. Some of you might have heard of Pablo Picasso. Well, this is one of his most famous works, the Guernica. It was made in response to the bombing of a small Basque town during the Spanish Civil War, and the painting is named after the town. The painting has 6 human figures, of which 4 are women, and there's a man and a child. The painting also has a horse and a bull. All the characters look like they are suffering immensely, and the scene can be read as an emotional and physical aftermath of war and violence. It is known to be one of the most influential works done by Picasso. Another famous artist who took street art by storm and has become an international icon is Banksy. Like most street artists, his true identity remains a mystery, and all we recognize are his artworks. His works usually have a strong socio-political message. Let's look at some of his most acclaimed works. The Flower Thrower. It features a man dressed up in what we associate with traditional riot gear, taking aim and is ready to throw a bouquet. This piece is located on a wall next to a main road in Bethlehem. By substituting a weapon with a bunch of flowers, Banksy is advocating peace instead of war, and he opted to install this message of peace in a high conflict area. It is an excellent example of Banksy's use of art to relay message of social importance. The Napalm is another powerful work by Banksy. The image of the girl is from a famous photographer taken during the Vietnam War. Unlike most of Banksy's works, Napalm never publicly appeared on the streets. The print shows the girl standing in between two of the most family-friendly faces of American capitalism, Mickey Mouse and Ronald McDonald. This is the same country that dropped napalm on Vietnam. And for those of you who don't know, napalm is a highly flammable substance used in bombs. Banksy shows both the fun, carefree facade of American culture and the reality that America also has a very dark underbelly which drops bombs on people and both commercializes and glamorizes war. The feminist activist artists who call themselves the Guerrilla Girls are an anonymous group of people who wear gorilla masks in public and use facts, humor, and outrageous visuals to expose gender and ethnic bias, as well as corruption in politics, art, film, and pop culture. Their legacy is marked by various forms of protest artworks and flagrant acts of misogyny shaming. The art collective is still very active, and they have expanded their practice to criticize politicians, especially conservative Republicans. One last example I'm going to be talking about is a series of posters done by Shepard Fairey. He was the artist behind the famous Hope poster, which was done for Barack Obama's 2009 campaign for president. The street artist designed a series of posters to protest President-elect Donald Trump. They were released before his inauguration as president in 2017. The series, We the People, features portraits of Native Americans, African Americans, Muslims, and Latinas depicted in Fairey's trademark style, with slogans such as Women are perfect and defend dignity. The series was commissioned by non-profit organization the Amplified Foundation. There are so many more artists and artworks that I wish I had more time to talk about, but I think you get the gist of it. I'd like to conclude by saying any form of creative expression can be considered art, and using a visual medium to voice out opinions and create awareness is extremely impactful and is essential to today's society. I hope you like my presentation and took something away from this. Thank you.